Yep.
Yeah.
We get the Hall of Fame game, so you got to take advantage of that. Let's keep this thing moving on, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We got CBS rankings on quarterbacks in the NFL right now. They got kind of a power ranking list out there.
Oh, yeah. No, he ain't here. Okay.
And I'm going to tell you this right. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Ringo is at the bottom. I'll tell you this right now, dog. My God. Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback in football. And I think all of us knew it. The only person that has to deal with that is Malik Neighbors, you poor bastards.
Dang.
But if we're being 100% honest, Caleb Williams coming in 23rd on this list.
Will Levis should have been.
Throws me off.
Yeah.
It throws me off.
Not really.
It's probably because he hasn't taken a snap yet.
That's why it throws me off.
That's all it is.
We haven't seen, and no, I'm not sitting here saying he should be higher.
Oh, that's what I thought you meant.
But
he hasn't taken an NFL snap. Now, I do think he should be above Daniel Jones. I do think he should be above Bryce Young. They were horrible.
Yeah.
I do think he should be above Anthony Richardson.
I'm surprised JJ is
Anthony Richardson and
he wasn't healthy enough.
Anthony Richardson and Derek Carr is interested in me though.
Yeah, okay.
No,
because I'm like, I've watched guys like have down seasons and bounce back. To me, Anthony Richardson, at a minimum, when he was healthy, legitimately put that team on his back and was like, I'm gonna carry us to some wins.
Derek Carr threw for nearly 4,000 yards, 25 tuds, and 8 INTs.
Yeah, he was terrible last year though when they needed him.
Okay, terrible.
All 8 INTs at the end. But no, I'm with you.
That's a little high.
We're throwing Derek Carr
no,
below a quarterback that hasn't taken a snap. That just doesn't sit right with me.
It don't sit right with me that JJ's 25. I think he should be a little lower than that.
McCarthy?
I don't see a problem.
I mean, listen, I hope that the list is right. Here's you want to know my biggest problem with this list, honestly? It has nothing to do with Caleb Williams. I love the fact that Caleb Williams makes the list 23. All right, let's start off there. Let's improve. Let's hope by the end of this season, he's where Tua is, right? Give me 12.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers finally out of this top 5. Here's my problem with this list.
Yeah.
Nah.
Brock Purdy, the second best quarterback.
Whoa, I just saw that too. Yeah, no way. No way, Jose.
You know what?
Is Brock Purdy the second best
don't you try to
quarterback?
here we go with the mid. Here we go with the mid.
Hold on.
Well, no, I'm not calling Brock Purdy
Purdy's
mid.
not me.
Brock Purdy not mid.
Brock Purdy's not me.
I'm just saying, it seems like in that typical arena, I just know you were about to defend him for being second.
When you think about it,
Lord.
Brock Purdy faced Patrick Mahomes the same way Lamar Jackson did, same way Josh Allen did, same way Joe Burrow has.
Yeah.
And when you look at how he performed on the biggest stage, he actually had comparable or better stats than Patrick Mahomes.
You're right. But
it's all about what have you done for me lately. And listen, he's 2 seasons in.
You know what? You're right.
And in this season, he showed up in the biggest stage. They didn't lose because of
those
Brock
were
Purdy.
the last 2 quarterbacks standing. You're absolutely right.
They didn't lose because of Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy did his job.
Y'all was thrown off by that. He definitely didn't have better stats than Pat Mahomes. I was gonna say, Pat Mahomes.
I said
I would not put him number
100 more
2.
yards than he did.
I said comparable, or if not,
But he didn't
have a pick.
He didn't have comparable.
He didn't have a pick.
255 yards, 1 touchdown, 23 for 38. Pat Mahomes was 34 for 46, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 333 yards.
He didn't turn the ball over wings. I mean, listen, compared.
He also didn't score when you needed him to.
The thing about
that's the defense. That's the defense.
And the thing about Brock, like with Brock, it's like the team, the sum of the parts helped him.
Like
do what he had to do.
CBS list makes sense now.
Versus Mahomes kind of carrying the team for the most part. So, that's the knock on Brock being a system quarterback versus is he really the reason? Now, does he take a leap this year to be the reason they actually advance or go, versus like the strength of the defense, the strength of Christian McCaffrey, carrying the squad.
Here's my thing. I'm not even asking him to do that, right? We just watched the roast of Tom Brady.
True.
When did Tom Brady become that guy?
3rd championship.
07.
3rd championship.
3.
It took some time.
Yeah.
It's okay for Brock Purdy to be who Brock Purdy is. I don't like Brock Purdy to me is not a better quarterback than Josh Allen.
No.
So what is this list about then?
Brock Purdy to me is not a better quarterback than the MVP of the league. How's the MVP of the league 6th?
It's wild.
He's the NFL MVP.
Well, some could
Josh Allen, Joe
some could
Burrow. There's
argue
no
that he
way.
shouldn't have got the MVP over Patrick Mahomes or something like that. I mean,
Well, nobody was
It's
arguing
more-
Pat
it's more
Mahomes
about
last
Brock.
year.
Brock Purdy is probably more at like 8. He's
I'm
somewhere
sorry,
around
I'm not
7,
even
8.
taking
I-
him over.
I will hold on. I will.
know.
CJ Stroud
I
being
will
as high
make-
as he is egregious to me.
I
CJ
will-
Stroud over Lamar Jackson?
I'm saying
CJ over Lamar. And listen, here's the thing. All these mugs over Lamar outside of Pat Mahomes
Yeah.
is wild to me.
Yeah.
The MVP of the NFL last season. It's the 6th best quarterback in the NFL.
It's wild.
all right. So then, how about this? Let's redo the list. Who's number 1?
Pat.
Pat Mahomes. Nobody's
Go
questioning.
Mahomes.
Who's number 2?
What are we basing this off of? I guess that's my question
It's
first.
a CBS
Because he
quarterback
won,
list.
he won the
No.
MVP based off his regular season play, but that's not the last we saw of Lamar. The
So-
last we saw of Lamar is him not performing well in the playoffs.
So is this list based off
So
of going
based off
forward?
of how they played it in the playoffs, I can see why they have this list. I'm not saying I agree that he should be 2
all the
overall,
way
but the
down,
last
though.
time
No.
we saw these players on the field, Brock Purdy was the 2nd best quarterback that day.
Oh,
I mean, is that how it's being based off of?
I mean, probably. I would say that
but
it's
see,
going.
that's not right.
But see, that I don't think that does it right, because I would also tell you that
49ers was a
49ers have a better team than
With a
anybody
way
on this
better running
list, but the
game.
best quarterback beat them.
yeah.
I mean, I would
So
say that they
what?
were on par with the Cowboys.
Well,
So
Joe
that
Burrow
was-
didn't even
who
make
got
the
swept.
playoffs last year. He was hurt.
Good
Right,
point.
and
Exactly.
Joe Burrow. Now Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow was a little too high.
But if we're basing this off of going all the way through the season, and we're basing this off of guys who got injured, stuff like that,
Joe
right?
Burrow
Like,
shouldn't be that high.
yeah, I mean,
Well, no,
I would
Joe
take him
Burrow
off.
still.
So should the
No.
list be based off of who you would rather start your team with?
No, this should
No,
be.
no, no.
It should be based off of just who's the best capable quarterback commanding the offense. Patrick Mahomes commands the offense, can run the team.
Jalen Hurts.
And I say Brock Purdy barely makes top 10.
I was waiting for Kid to find where Jalen Hurts was. I knew there was hate coming no matter where
Jalen
it
Hurts
was.
at 7. Hey, listen, Jalen Hurts had the same stats as Derek Carr.
I mean, I'd put
That's why they're
Dak
both in
and
the same
Jalen down a
spot.
few.
They interchangeable.
Number
down
7?
there. Derek Carr's 8.
Derek Carr is 25.
Derek Carr's 8. Oh, you said Derek Carr. Derek Carr, my bad. I'm
26. He's
I
26.
thought
Prescott.
black Derek Carr, so Dak Prescott. That's my bad. But no,
Stupid.
I mean, if I was to say my top 5 in the NFL right now, I would look at this list and I would say Patrick Mahomes.
Fair.
Man's won the MVP. I get it, but he won the MVP.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Lamar Jackson. 2.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Josh Allen 3.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Joe Burrow 4.
Okay.
If healthy.
And give me Purdy 5. I still got Purdy top 5.
I wouldn't go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
baby.
That's
Purdy
what you
got
got.
He's a top 5
Purdy's a
QB.
top 5 quarterback. And the reason I say that is this, because I hope all the conversation around Purdy
It's the same thing.
is
we have about
exactly
Caleb.
what they say about Caleb
I'm
Williams.
sorry.
I hope all
Excuse
the-
me.
I'm gonna tell you
Oh my
something.
God!
Excuse me.
How's
No,
he
no.
throw the football to that receiver down the field?
I'm gonna
No,
tell you this right
no, I
now.
don't
There's
believe
only
it.
5 quarterbacks better. That's Caleb Williams. Caleb
Caleb
Williams.
You doggone right. There we go, Joe. Now that's a meat take right there. That's a meaty take right there. That's a meaty take.
I need the camera.
That's a meaty take. Wait. That's a meathead take. We're going for Caleb Williams.
That's a
No,
meaty
I-
take.
I'm actually what I like though is that for the first time I mean from a rookie standpoint, the Bears they get in it right in the sense that they
What you got?
believe in Caleb Williams like that, where we've never had a quarterback. I mean, I think Jay Cutler was top 20 at one point in time.
15.
Top 20?
In the season?
Jay Cutler was a top 15
Absolutely.
He never
quarterback
made the
in
Pro
NFL.
Bowl. So
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I mean,
No, he didn't.
Not with the
Not
Bears.
Oh, the
with
Bears?
Not
Oh,
with
okay.
the
Not with the
Bears.
Bears. But Jay,
Now-
Jay Cutler had seasons where he was a top 15 guy. He had
top
seasons where he was a
15,
top
maybe
20 guy. Yeah.
And even Trubisky, he slipped, tripped, and fell into a Pro Bowl, which means he had to be ranked pretty.
Nah,
You don't
Trubisky
get
was
to the
like
Pro-
20 something.
In the Pro Bowl.
That's a reserve. He was a reserve. Nobody else wanted to play. You know what that was.
Okay, but that means it's what 8? How many quarterbacks are you drawing from to get to the Pro Bowl?
Trubisky is
4
still-
on each conference. 8.
I'm sorry. I ain't giving that.
Well,
No, think about it.
It's tough because like a lot of the reasons that like Muggs choose not to go, the Pro Bowl at this point has nothing to do with talent. It just doesn't, because most of these mugs don't go because you got to pay for your own trip to Hawaii.
That's not the point of
That
it.
sucks.
The point is that
They
it's
do.
an accolade.
Yeah, they got to pay their way. They got to pay for their family. They got to pay. Like, it is not a free trip.
What I'm getting
It's not even in Hawaii no more. So, like,
right.
Yeah.
But it's an accolade. No, there's a reason that you making the Pro Bowl does mean something. It means you are a standout in the NFL. You are one of the best at your position.
I don't believe that no more.
Yeah.
So it's just MVP. That's it. There's nothing else.
I think all pro. I think all pro
All
means
pro
more.
means something,
I don't think Pro Bowl means anything. Pro
I
Bowl
think
means
all
you
pro-
decided to go hang out and you didn't have a vacation.
All
plan.
pro. That's where it turns. Right. You got to make an all pro, right? So you at least get to the Pro Bowl. It's a designation.
In theory, yes, they asked the
Okay.
all pro players first.
Okay, then just fine. Skip the Pro Bowl. Somehow
You brought up the Pro Bowl.
Trubisky tripped and slipped into becoming a Pro Bowl. Somehow he made all pro. Okay. My point is that it'll be nice for at least with our rookie quarterback coming in. He's commanding the respect of the national pundits of the media that he's at least ranked 23. That is comforting to know. At least we have something. I like that.
How many total points you think the Bears can get this year?
Total points?
Points? I don't know who
I don't even keep. Who keeps up with
I was,
points?
let's do points per game first.
5,000 points this
Let's do
season. for
points
you guys.
per game.
Are you trying to play
Points per game?
You got an over and under. You trying to get to it?
It's a stat.
Nobody says, man, how many points did they score?
No, but the offense got so the Bears offense never hits 400 points.
What you want? I think
What's the league average?
you're everybody.
The Cowboys have 509.
This Cowboy.
The 49ers 491.
The Miami Dolphins,
And that's probably why he's as high as he is. And if Caleb can spread the ball the way how Purdy is doing, I mean, we could get over 400 points.
I'm gonna take that what you just mentioned and I'm gonna spin it this way. I don't know what
Because
you
everybody, here's the thing. I've never even broken
never even thought that
down.
Like
I don't think there's any sport where I was like, how many total
points
points did DeMar score this year?
but what I will say is, let me know this. What was Minnesota's? Green Bay's total points.
383.
So they didn't crack 400.
Nope.
All right. So the reason I asked that
Only
is because
9 teams,
Jordan
right?
Love is on here at 10.
Top
So
10 QB.
he's a top 10 QB by this list. Jared Goff is 13. I think it should be flipped. However, they are both rated higher than Caleb, which goes to show it's in our division. He's going to have to face potential top 10 talent, top 10 of potential top 10 talent. But the only person that actually sucks compared to him would be JJ.
Well, no.
Well, the other quarterback that hasn't
you're going
started
against
yet.
the defenses that he has to play. The quarterback, they give too much
Oh,
credit for the
we
quarterback.
know.
I'm just saying, with the
Yeah.
defenses that he has.
I
to
think
go
what's
against,
interesting about this is why do they just have JJ on here?
Because he may not start.
Sam
not-
Darnold's
Sam
probably the
Darnold's
starting
gonna start.
quarterback there, right?
I mean,
And
if
this is
they-
all starting
I don't know.
quarterbacks,
If they took a
right?
chance,
You think
on-
straight up? You think straight up?
Sam
I mean,
Darnold starts.
at
I think-
11, you're not really taking that much of a chance. Like,
I don't know.
11's not a crazy chance, especially when you got two first
You're
round
not
picks.
Atlanta.
I mean, the first.
I would
That's what
say-
I was going to say. Michael Penix Jr. is the only one that I wouldn't really consider starting out of the quarterbacks that were taken in the first round.
Watch him start because
How do we feel about
JJ's gotta
Jaden
start.
Daniels being 28 though?
Who?
Jaden Daniels is 28.
I'll say this.
That's what blows me.
That's a little low.
Well, he
Listen,
is the starting
no,
quarterback.
he-
for
he
He
Washington.
should be higher
he's
than JJ.
he's the starting quarterback for the Washington Commanders, though. What's
Yeah.
there? Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin. That's it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Antonio
it's just
Gibson?
based
Who's
off of
blocking for him?
who got the best team
Curtis
around
But for
him,
him
or
to
who
be
has the
ranked
best talent?
higher, all right. So I would say this: I do think it's low, but he's also ranked higher than Bryce Young, who I think just had no infrastructure.
Well, he's still
So
horrible
Bryce
at this
Young to be
point.
31, like realistic. Bryce Young had no infrastructure, no receivers. Realistically, he still threw 3,000 yards.
So, do you think Jaden Daniels will come in and have a better rookie season than Bryce did?
Maybe.
I think.
I think they put.
I
a
think they
better
have a
line.
slightly better
I
team
think
constructed
Jaden's
than-
going to air it out a heck of a lot more than Bryce
Yeah.
has the opportunity
and
to.
he runs.
There is something to having Terry McLaurin.
And
Yeah,
Jaden
yeah.
Daniels runs.
Yeah. There's something where you listen.
He's
Whether it's all you got or not, you got Terry McLaurin. That is that's going to help your stat line a
And
lot.
that line's a little bit better than what Bryce Young got it should be a crime.
Hey, what he
start his
still
career.
got? What is it like?
Exactly.
Should be fine.
Hey, listen.
No, you're absolutely right.
Correct.
I
Hey,
feel
I'm a
bad.
national
for him, boy.
can we
champion.
take a second? Can we take a second and clap it up for Ryan Poles real quick?
All right.
Oh my God, that second round pick is going to be so high. That second round pick is going to be so high they might make it a first. Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
well,
they-
actually, Hold on. It might be a
It
first.
might be a first because Atlanta might get
Because
Dame.
Atlanta might lose their pick.
Yeah,
King
baby. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That would be insane.
That'd be hilarious. It turns into a first round pick with second round money.
That's fine. That is
That'll
fine.
be
Hey.
the completion to the greatest fleece of all time.
Hey,
dog.
how would he laugh? Do they laugh again?
It's just how I laugh. I don't know.
Oh,
Is it the lead?
There it is. That's pose.
But no, I think that it's so interesting, like looking at this list and kind of seeing, but one, seeing how they're ranking the quarterbacks already. I'd probably put CJ Stroud 6. I think he's a top 6 quarterback right now. What the heck is going on back
What's
here?
going
What
on?
is happening?
I was just flashing.
You just want the
Pose took over.
polls? Hey, yo.
King Post took over the screen.
Hey, I'm going to throw that on myself.
There you go.
That's like,
We flashing polls at
There
him?
you go.
oh.
Yeah.
What are we
Yep.
doing?
Nope, not even gonna look at you.
No,
Don't even
no.
worry about it. Not even gonna
He got his eyes closed.
He couldn't help it. He looked. That sounds bad if you're just listening. If they just listening on the
I look
podcast
at you,
side, they're like,
that's-
what did he look at?
That's Puerto Rican. That's Puerto Rican Pat for you right there, baby.
But no, it cracks me up, like looking at how this is done, and the fact that Caleb Williams is already ranked higher than Bryce. I got these quarterbacks.
Hey, you know
baby.
what quarterback eats Pat up the most? The fact that Trevor Lawrence is 15
Nah, that doesn't eat me up because I ain't gonna lie to you. Like when you get
over
to
Matt Stafford.
that don't bother me.
Stafford?
Because here's the thing. Because his
Over Baker? Yeah, he ain't better than Baker.
because here's the thing. Stafford, Deshaun, Geno, Russ being 19 is kind of crazy. But I mean, new situation. I don't know what's going on there. Like Baker, Kyler Murray coming off a little bit of a down season with no weapons. Like I can make sense of those.
You can make sense of Baker being on blood.
I can make sense of Baker being that low.
Baker had a
Baker had a
decent
good season for Baker.
Yeah, he
What's
had
a
decent
you know what? I gotta ask this. What's a decent season to you? Because I mean, nearly 30 touchdowns. I mean, he has a nearly 3-to-1 TD to INT ratio.
I mean, that's a pretty good season. What did he throw for over 4,000?
4,044.
He had a good season.
No, he had a good season then. That is a good season. I'm not even gonna cap.
He had 4,044, 28 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, QB rating of 94.
Oh,
That's a
really
good season.
That's a very good
4%
season. I mean, if Caleb did that, we would be singing his praises.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
But I think it's also, Baker's done that before. Not the 4,000 yards, but he's had high touchdown seasons.
He ain't never had 28 touchdowns in his career.
He's had 26 and 8. So he threw 2 more.
Yeah, that's a
So
big
he's
deal.
in the ballpark.
Nah, it's not a big
That's a different
2
bonus,
more?
baby. What you talking about?
2 more? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not tripping on that.
Highest completion rate of his career. He had
He had a
day.
good season.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying he had a bad season.
I'm just saying Baker gets hated on for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
Who hates
Trevor,
Baker?
Trevor Lawrence, the media. Trevor Lawrence is not that good. Is not as good as Baker. I'm sorry, he's just not. I would have him at 19.
You know what? I would agree with you on that. I would agree that he's not as good as Baker. I would say that there's other guys that you can absolutely put lower on the list or higher on the list above Trevor. Russ shouldn't be below Trevor.
No,
Like to me, Russ shouldn't be below Trevor. Trevor's.
Trevor's mid.
I don't even know if Trevor's not good.
He's up and down.
Trevor's not good.
And the crazy thing
Like
is,
the
they
Justin
believe-
Herbert hate is more like I feel like you're gonna throw an untimely interception, blah blah blah. Trevor Lawrence legitimately loses his team games all the time,
Yeah.
and just nobody talks about it.
And they
He's
put-
the number 1 pick in the draft. He has got to be the least talked about number 1 pick I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, Colin Cowherd talks about him all the time. It was a joke right there.
It
was a joke lined up right
It
there.
did not
I
hit.
can't-
Sorry.
I can't say it.
I didn't
can't
know.
say
My
it.
fault. I just hit it just to help him out.
No,
It
was
didn't
a-
hit.
I said it was a joke lined up there.
Oh, okay.
I said lined up.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry about
appreciate
it.
the effort.
Don't worry about it.
Like he's just like he's not good. Like I don't know how else to say it, bro. Like
Well, he's
Trevor
always
Lawrence is
had
not
a
a good NFL quarterback.
He's had a team around him too. They've made a team around him, and he still hasn't really, taken
Now,
off.
maybe it's going to be like, now, I'm not saying he can't hit. I'm not saying he can't get better. But what I've seen through 2 years of up and down play, and I know like when you look at the numbers overall, you're like, oh, yeah, this guy, he had, what was it, second season, he was like 25 and 8.
Took his team to the
But
playoffs.
all of the 8 were like the most untimely interceptions you could ever see.
Drake May ain't on the list.
Drake May ain't gonna play.
Why not?
Over
Where Drake May go?
Jacoby Brissett.
New England?
He's right there, 27.
Who, Drake May?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna be that low anyway.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. They better start Drake May.
Anyway.
That means he start.
They
No,
better
remember,
start Drake May.
Jacoby's probably gonna play
I
because he knows the system on it.
I hate to do
Now,
this.
if he's healthy, that's different.
Hey, I hate to do this. Was Justin Fields 33 the year before?
Yeah,
Yep.
It was 33.
yeah.
Didn't they have him 33?
He was listed. No, it was during the season though when they put out a power rankings during the season because he was below backups.
Oh boy.
Like there were backups that came in to
look,
play well.
No, what I'm getting-
Look, zoom in on PK's face is grin right
I'm
now.
not- no,
God.
I wasn't going that route. My point was Drake May is probably 33 or 34. That's all. I just remember because it hit me that it was so disrespectful that they actually had not even a starting quarterback. They had an under the top 32 quarterbacks. That was crazy to me.
Hey, Crimson said a generational QB. Oh yeah, dog. Hey, listen, y'all know how I feel about them generational QBs. Muzz wanted Trevor Lawrence to be the next godsend. They saw him and they were like, "Oh, we can make the next." Remember the Titans with him? Like, nah, bro, he's not good. He's not good to me. How
does this feel though that we have the world projects him to be bottom?
I'll say this: if
he's already ranked higher than
the fact that they put him 23rd, to me, when you're talking about Caleb Williams, just focusing in on Caleb Williams, the fact that you put him 23rd is basically you saying we can't put him any higher because he's a rookie. The Timpani wasn't needed on that.
You do that every time.
The Timpani wasn't needed on that.
Because he's always said
Expectation noise.
Cue the Timpani.
Cue the Timp. No, you basically put him that low because you can't put a rookie any higher. Like that's how that feels to me.
And
you
that's
expect him to be
Yeah.
better than probably, I would say 15 up to him.
And you know what sucks? Like say for Bryce Young, let's just say that he came to this team. It was flipped in a sense because Bryce Young's a good quarterback.
I think
on the
Bryce
other
would be a
side.
dog if he had
But my point is because Caleb's going to a good team, he's in a better position. If Caleb was going to the Panthers,
Yeah.
he's probably down there too.
I think team has to play a part in this as well. It has to play a part. Which, listen, the team plays a part.
The reason why Anthony Richardson is as high as he is because Buddy only played 4 games.
No, but when he played, he showed flashes.
What flash he showed
Oh
you?
no, he's
Bro,
after
he was
Caleb.
nice. He was one of the reasons why
he
his
played
team
well.
won.
He's
He
a
had
good
some
running
great
quarterback.
running highlights.
He is a
No,
great running
here you go
quarterback.
with the running. No,
Great.
he actually was good at passing.
How did he get
Great
hurt?
running highlights.
How did he get hurt?
Running.
Oh,
Running.
okay.
That doesn't mean that he didn't have good
He
passing
definitely-
highlights.
Hey, look, he definitely
You know
sells
what?
out for the run.
You all are making me mad.
Okay, how many rushing yards he got? How many rushing yards he got? I want to know.
That's meeting time.
This man has 577 passing
He only
yards.
carried the ball 25 times in 4 games.
Oh, 25
4
times per
games.
4 games.
He only lasted. He only lasted.
He lasted 4 games.
That's all he lasted.
What you talking about?
Didn't he get a? He got a concussion too.
You're saying it like he was running the football every single play. He ran 25 times in
He
4
got
games.
a concussion.
That's not even a lot.
You're right. You're
It's
right.
not a
You're
lot,
right.
huh?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I take it back. It's only
I know what I'm talking
136
about.
yards. You're right. He ran less than our QB.
Hey,
You're absolutely
Hey,
right.
you know what's crazy though? When you look it up, when you look up Anthony Richardson on ESPN right now, it still has status up there. It still says questionable.
Because he tore his shoulder, right?
Are you
And,
questionable in the offseason?
That's messed
That's
up.
crazy.
This man questionable for rookie training camp. That's crazy.
Jesus, what kind of injury did he have?
separated
Hey,
both.
hey,
Oh, shoulder?
and that's why I don't want my QB to be running. Hey, sit your punt
and-
behind down
that's
somewhere,
what-
dog.
He had a concussion, too.
Hey, if Caleb start running too much, sit your punk behind down
Hey, I'm
somewhere.
not
You don't
gonna
need
lie.
to be running.
He's
dog.
not going nowhere. He
Hey,
likes to run.
I'm not
he's
gonna lie.
East and west. He doesn't like to run out.
Hey, he said he's too small.
That
That,
was-
boy's 6.
But see,
How tall is he?
Caleb runs to throw as opposed to run.
That boy's
to
6'4",
run.
244. He ain't too
Oh,
small.
Anthony Richardson is huge.
Too
but
small.
And Richardson is
That boy ain't
a
no too
tall
small. He's
quarterback.
6'4", 240.
No,
he is 6'4",
You,
244.
you're hoping that he can
Yeah,
stay
nah,
healthy
he's-
and basically be Cam Newton.
Bro, that's a big dude.
That's their goal. They're hoping they drafted Cam Newton with the 4th overall pick.
That's a good call.
But he can keep
Yeah.
throwing the ball
That's
at
a good
the ceiling or something. That's
Hey, listen, that's probably all he can do now. The way
Need a dome.
It cracks me up too because like he had games where listen, very limited, but through 4 games, I mean, like the Jacksonville game, he threw the football very well. The Rams game, he got him to over-T throwing the football, but you just didn't see enough of him passing. But realistically, you got to see kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw him running the football, you saw him passing the football, you saw him miss, 2 of those games.